When you think of junkyards, cars are normally piled up on top of each other in no particular order or spread out over a yard organized by name, much like their former owners later in life. But when it comes to Campbellfield in Melbourne, Victoria, things are done a little differently. Today I've ventured out into the area of Campbellfield, also known as the capital city of wrecked cars. There's wrecked cars literally everywhere around this area, so we're gonna go walk around, check out what we can find. This area resembles more like a war zone than an actual wrecking yard or even a normal suburb. Literally, as you can see right here, I've literally walked past a wrecked car. This looks like a VE. I think it's a HSV. Literally just sitting on the street, like it has no front subframe, no rear subframe. It's literally dumped on the street. Half of it's sitting on the footpath, half of it's sitting on the road. There's even hybrid batteries in the back. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. And as I ventured deeper, it became more apparent that people really did not care about leaving dilapidated, wrecked cars on the street. Almost as if the local government and police turned a complete blind eye to what's going on. Just walk down the street. Once again, there's heaps more cars just sitting on the street. God knows what they're doing here. Here's something kind of rare. This is an XNA XR50. Looks like it's been rear-ended pretty badly. The whole rear end's just like kinked in right here as well. Still got the desirable XR50 honeycombs on it, and the taillights are still intact. I'm walking in the grass. It's just sitting here, just casually. Interior is pretty nice in it too. Poor car. There's probably snakes in here. I should probably get out. There's literally like a Pajero sitting on a trailer, just on the side of the road. Clearly taken apart, but obviously all of these cars belong to these wreckers here. It feels kind of wrong being here. I feel like I'm like people are like sussing me out, thinking I'm going to steal the cars. There you go. Here's a BA XR8 just sitting here, completely unregistered. Few wrecked cars as far as the eye can see. It doesn't even feel like I'm in Melbourne right now, without trying to be insensitive, in like a third world country or something like that. Here you go. Just like another, just Toyota Echo, completely demolished, full munted in the front. Got a really nice 1HD 80 series sitting here. I doubt that thing's getting parted out. Obviously, it's not legal to have cars sitting on the street like this, but like when everyone's doing it, obviously it doesn't really matter that much. Completely fucked a Falcon over there. On this side as well, yeah, there's an i30 just chopped in half there. Gotta be really careful. I'm also filming in the middle of Easter, so there's also a lot of like religious stuff going on here, so I don't want to piss anyone off. It honestly, like, doesn't even feel like I'm in Melbourne right now. Most of the used car parts that circulate around Melbourne come from Campbellfield, purely just based off the fact that there's so many wrecking yards here. So many, in fact, that they can't even, there's not even enough room for all these cars, so they just put them on the street and whatnot. You were here recently, you bought some stuff for your FG, right?
Yeah, so one thing I love about Campbellfield is the fact that you can literally find any car part that you need here on Facebook Marketplace. Like, I need some panels for a Ford Falcon, came here, picked them up in the right color, everything's mint. I've literally come to this industrial estate at least maybe 6-7 times to pick up parts on different occasions, and every time it's always good and I get exactly what I'm after.
I think that's purely just based on the fact that there's such an abundance of cars here. Like, why Campbellfield specifically? I don't get it. Very
cheap and industrial area, that's why. And you know, renting one of these warehouses is pretty cheap in comparison to other areas of Melbourne too.
It's also like close to the airport and stuff, so I guess if stuff gets imported from other countries or states or whatever, it all just stays around this area.
Most of these cars I've seen when I come to pick up parts, they've always got the auctions playing in the background. Most of the cars come from Tullamarine auctions like Mannheim and Pickles and Greys, etc. So yeah, or Altona, so they all end up here anyway.
Yeah, the north is the place to be. Not only is Campbellfield littered with various wreckers and junkyards, it was also home to Ford Australia's Broadmeadows assembly plant that was built in 1959. It is also where the Falcon and the Territory models were last manufactured in Australia. So I've just driven over into like one of the neighbouring streets, and the first thing I see, clapped out E93. Oh, this could be like an F30 generation, but it's a convertible. It's a hardtop convertible. Yeah, it looks like an F30. It's got the 2-litre motor in it. But yeah, literally just sitting on the street. Crazy. It's like I'm in another country. I know I've said that a million times, but it's like crazy. But yeah, the whole rear end's been stripped out of it. Like,
yeah, this is an F series.
Yeah, something. It's like a spring. like a spring in the back. Heaps of crap. It's got a bit of damage here. Look at that. It's all wet in the back. Comment down below, guys, if you've seen anything like this before. I literally live like probably 40 minutes from here and I never knew it was like this. Just come across another clapped out car. This time with no driver's door. Just chilling, you know, just casually. This looks to be a Tiguan or something like that. Just chilling on the street. Just bear in mind that dumping cars like this on the street is illegal in Victoria, especially with no registration. So like, I'm surprised that these businesses aren't being like caught onto by the government, local governments and stuff like that. Not that I care, I couldn't care less, but like, surprised I haven't gotten any issues. This truck would probably be worth about 100 grand, like maybe 70, 80 grand if it wasn't in this condition. And the fact that it's just sitting here with no door on it, like people can just take whatever they want as they please. It's pretty crazy. Surprised like junkies aren't living in these trucks and cars and stuff like that. Just spotted another clapped out car. This looks like a VS wagon of some sort. Look how close all these cars are. This one's literally touching that Astra. No one cares around here. It's kind of funny. But I did spot something really cool. So I want to go check it out, show you guys as well. So back in the day, Ford used to make their own cars here in Australia, and I did not expect to find a Ford factory here, but here you go. This is the Campbellfield Ford factory. I think there's two in Victoria. There's one here and there's one in Geelong. Peter, wasn't your AU built in the Campbellfield factory?
I think so. I think my AU came from the Campbellfield factory.
And then your FGX was in Geelong?
Yeah, my FGX was Geelong.
Literally across the road, that's where all dumped cars are. But look at this. I haven't seen a Bronco in, oh, it's a left-hand drive. Wow. There's a couple of electric F-150s. These also look like they're just dumped hand drive.
Engineering.
Wow. This is what I mean about even like the new Rangers and stuff just being dumped here. This place is like the capital city of dumped cars.
There's spider webs growing in the wheel wells of the Everest.
True. This is so weird. It's like, this place is like a ghost town. Peter, you need any parts? Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. We've got an AU here. It's even open. Oh, tough. This looks like the same color as my EF. Ford Racing Pink. Over here, we have a 120 Prado. Just like the one my dad has that I drive around heaps. Just like that VE at the start of the video, this thing is just literally sitting here. It's got some Monroe shockers in it. Wow. I don't know what they do with these cars, whether they part them out. It looks like this thing's been sitting here for a very long time, to the point where the clear bits on the taillights are just fading away. This street looks like they specialize in like four-wheel drives or something. There's like a D22 Navara. There's like a 75 series Land Cruiser here as well. This looks like some sort of full drive wrecker. There's a Triton here. Looks like there's actually people there, so I'm gonna fuck off. Whatever street you turn into in this neighborhood, there's always just gonna be some sort of wrecker. There's gonna be dumped cars on the side of the road. You guys saw my first wreckers video, you know I have some colorful things to say about these cars. Oh wow, I didn't even notice. So not only is the fender paint faded to the point where it's gone through the primer and it's now rusting, it looks pretty presentable on this side, and then you walk around to this side, starts getting a bit worse, and then bang, it's missing a door, missing a window. There's some hay, some glass. Yep. Still smells like a VE inside though. Hasn't lost that. Another dodgy thing that I noticed with some of these cars is that all the VINs in the windscreens are all smashed out. So like I was saying earlier in the video, I'm surprised the council hasn't caught onto this sort of thing, and they're just going around to all the cars looking at the VINs and then just screwing over the people that own them. But it looks like the VIN, the VIN's being covered on this one. I mean, it's not like you just reach inside and just pull that piece of paper out. But yeah, that's pretty funny. look, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was definitely a shock making this video, but I definitely enjoyed it. If you guys liked the video, make sure to stick around because there's more like it coming very soon. Thank you so much.
Let's Oge.